Yeah, Snow White just had its premiere in LA over the weekend, and despite the sparkling photos you might see from after the fact, allegedly the vibes were off. It was getting kind of awkward between co-stars Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot behind the scenes. We'll get into it, but it was true. The rumors were true. This is an extremely scaled back premiere where they did not allow outside press onto the red carpet. It was only journalists hired by Disney who were allowed to be there and ask questions of the stars. So Variety described it here. When Rachel Zegler stepped onto the red carpet at the world premiere of Snow White on Saturday in Hollywood, the newest Disney princess was greeted by a smaller than usual assembly of photographers to capture her ball gown and diamonds. Zegler's co-star Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen, soon followed, also smiling dutifully for the cameras.
I mean, it literally is her
in the
job.
center of the tented venue outside El Capitan Theater that hosted the pre-party celebration ahead of the screening. Instead of the usual lineup of dozens of red carpet reporters, the only interviewers they encountered were employed by Disney, such as Jodie Benson, who voiced Ariel in the 1989 Little Mermaid. Such was the scaled-back premiere of Snow White. So they also curated some moments for social media, including Rachel Zegler interacting with some little girls dressed up as Snow White in the audience. They, I'm sure, were paid actors as well.
Do all the dresses look like they've got creases, like they just came out of the box?
Straight from Spirit Halloween. It's cute, though.
This is exactly what she should be doing.
Yeah. I love that she's teaching them not to be saved by the prince. Those are the lessons that little girls need to learn these days.
Men aren't reliable.
Just teach them that a man is never going to save you.
Unless it's the man who directed the movie, or the man who runs the company that's producing it, or the man who runs the company that's distributing it.
You pointed out the irony here. All these little girls are dressed up in the Snow White costume that Rachel Zegler complained about having to wear.
Yeah, I had this in the other... Hold on, I've got that here. So this was... This person says, "You like my dress? I like your dress. I'm sobbing because I hate stan culture more than
like, you're not sobbing. You're not.
And
I don't believe you.
I remembered this. If I'm gonna stand there 18 hours a day in the dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it's streamed online.
If I'm gonna have to sit around in this ugly, stupid Snow White costume, I better be paid for it."
I feel like I'm picking on her a little bit here.
No, we are.
Here's the thing. My picking on her in this respect is mainly less due to her and more how much I really, really hate stans. But we're gonna get into that later. I really do hate stan culture. Yeah,
and we're seeing it crop up around this movie. They also released from the Walt Disney Studios account a promotional video of Rachel Zegler visiting the castle in Spain, where they inspired the design for the movie.
Hi everyone, we are outside the castle that the 1937 animated classic based Snow White's castle off of.
How would you know? You didn't watch it growing up. It scared you.
Yeah.
So exciting. We are here because we're shooting a music video for Waiting on a Wish, which is so cool. We only have one day to get it all done. And tonight we get a live performance. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a fun day. And so I'm looking at the lens.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the
looking
part.
at the lens.
Feeling stuck in the story they told.
Period.
Bro, straight out of a 1998 music video. If anybody ever watched any Jamiroquai video, that's what we're seeing here.
En español, a punto. There you go.
Ooh! Everything the light touches.
No way. There's a little well set up. Crazy that this is real. It's a real operating well. There's water and tons of coins down there.
Disney could be building wells in Africa, but instead they're making capitalist crap like this.
Could be building wells in the
and many wishes, which makes me really happy.
Music.
So she's dreaming all alone, sharing secrets with the stars. My father told me
That was actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Nice sketch. Thank
Cool
you.
idea.
Our director, Mark Webb, is going to be joining me, and I haven't seen him since we wrapped in June.
I don't know. That's a man. I can't believe a man is going to
Yeah.
help save the day.
No, we haven't seen
I can't duet with you. You know
Yes,
you
you
can.
can.
No,
And
you
you've done it
can't.
many times. He
Well,
can also
it's
dance.
true. I tried to, like, it was the Zamboni.
Yeah.
The Zamboni was our thing.
The
yes.
dance that we did. I'm very grateful to the people of Spain. Muchas gracias a todas las personas de España. Gracias por su apoyo y su amor. Te quiero mucho, mucho, mucho. Bye! Hi,
I mean,
There
it
you have
rings
it.
together as false and fake, but it's not supposed to come across as real. It's Hollywood. Like, to the people that, you know, see past the veil, they understand that what they're watching is promotional material, and she doesn't come across as particularly any less or any more inauthentic than your average Hollywood celebrity.
Well, I think that these studios had a big lesson to learn from the strike season that I guess really it didn't sink in, because you don't need to send these actors into interviews to promote a movie at all.
There has to be a better way.
Barbie made over $1 billion with no interviews. None.
I mean, you could make the argument that stuff not based on original properties benefits from interviews, but based
Snow
on IP doesn't need.
Has IP.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But you don't need to send them out to the wolves like that. Barbie didn't need Margot Robbie to go talk to someone at Variety about what Barbie represents for feminism. Like, nobody even cared about that part of it. That was the best part, actually, of the strikes, is that they weren't allowed to promote any of their work in the media. And it actually worked to their benefit in the long run. And Disney is opting to keep Rachel Zegler outside of public earshot, which is probably for the best.
How could they have memed this movie back into some type of success? Because remember, right now, the opening weekend domestic predictions are still sitting at 48 to 58 million. If you're wondering where that sits in the pecking order, it's closer to Dumbo, which is considered the biggest modern flop of the remake era. It's closer to Dumbo than it is to even The Little Mermaid, and way far off from the other such films, such as was it Cinderella Beauty and the Beast. So what could they have done to meme this movie back into something successful?
I think that people who have made up their minds about
They
not seeing it are not going to budge.
I think if they had done some type of meme campaign where Gal Gadot is mean to a bunch of people, something that turns Gal Gadot on her head, because she is known as being a very likable person, which is why people feel like it's very weird that she's playing the evil queen. Do something where she's being mean to people online. I would like that. So I was just watching the video the other day where John Cena's on his way back after turning heel. And his bald spot is gone. And I was like, bro went so evil, his hair grew back. Like, they would have to do something where, like, it can't involve Rachel Zegler. You can't meme her back into success. You can, however, meme other people involved in it. And I think that if they had done something with Gal Gadot, make her comically evil online, talk shit on, like, a bunch of stuff. Like, in pro wrestling, it's hard to tell where the line is when wrestlers beef back and forth on Twitter. You don't know what's real and what isn't a lot of the time. So have Gal Gadot, does she have a Twitter? If she did, just have her start saying crazy shit.
I want her to remake the Imagine video,
Yes.
but evil version.
That'd have been awesome.
Well, the song Imagine is already pretty
It's
evil,
already,
in my opinion.
communist scum.
Yeah, just do that again. I don't know. Since you mentioned Gal Gadot, the rumor has it Gal Gadot is annoyed with Rachel Zegler and the drama that she has caused surrounding this film. They're also not friendly at all behind the scenes, according to inside sources.
To be fair, guys, in Hollywood, that's not necessarily rare. Like, even beyond just political differences, they're working a job together.
It's not that anyone expects them to be the best of friends, but it definitely seems like it's more awkward and tense between them than just normal colleague relationship. They don't like being around each other, and you can tell. in, their Oscars presentation, all of the photos that they're taking together, it does have an awkward vibe. A source tells People that Rachel Zegler has nothing in common with Gal Gadot, a mom of 4 kids. On top of that, their political views differ, adding to the tension.
Actually, that's what Rachel Zegler should have done. She should have made a catty video where she performs Imagine better than Gal Gadot.
I bet she could.
And snottily.
Yeah. Gal Gadot does have a song in the movie, so I don't know if she's like
Auto-tune, the musical.
I don't know if singing is her forte. But yeah, they have appeared at multiple events together, including D23 and the recent Academy Awards, where they took the stage to present Best Visual Effects category together. But Gal Gadot did not attend Snow White's European premiere in Spain. A source familiar with the situation said that Gal Gadot was never supposed to be in Spain and was instead doing press in New York.
That makes sense.
This
to me.
isn't a stay away from me situation. They were at the Oscars together. They will also be together this weekend. They mean the LA premiere.
That makes sense to me. Like divide and conquer. You can get to more events if you're. Plus, actually, that's another thing that they would do in wrestling. Like good guys and bad guys didn't hang out together outside of work because it destroyed it would destroy the allure.
They clearly also bring out the worst in each other. Mm-hmm. The 2 co-stars also have a huge age gap, which also makes it hard for them to relate to each other. Gal is annoyed by the movie drama. She enjoyed filming. She was fine with Rachel Zegler, but they're not friends. They have nothing in common. They did a job together, and that's it. According to a second source, Gal Gadot doesn't see eye to eye with Rachel Zegler when it comes to her comments about Snow White. Mm-hmm. Gal's attitude is that you don't criticize and cause drama for a project you signed on to do.
I mean, she
just doesn't get it.
That's not even true either, because Gal Gadot was right there co-signing the stuff Rachel Zegler was saying early on in the before the movie even started.
So don't throw her under the bus now. Yeah. I mean, what's done is done. The perception is that Rachel Zegler has been solely the problem. Mm-hmm. In reality, it's the both of them. But I think that because she's been in the industry longer, she just has more a sense of decorum and consideration for the business side of things.
I mean, that's something that should never go by the wayside. I mean, I brought that up to you today when I was showing you the article about, what was it? Revenge quitting.
Yeah.
Like the idea that you would just burn bridges just because you have no control over your own emotions because you're mentally a child, because you feel like you were wronged in some way. Like this also correlates here, which is that professionals should be a little bit of a blank slate. Like you should not know every woman feeling about what a professional feels about a specific project. Like you should be putting your best foot forward.
It also doesn't matter how you feel about the project.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.